Our first speaker, Drew Kincius. Drew is a self-described realistic optimist. As 50% of the B-Life, he spearheads the Agile Consulting Company's marketing efforts, including social media, advertising copy, and insanely entertaining emails. Drew is the MC of 1 Million Cups Indianapolis and the co-chair of YNPN Indy, in addition to holding board member roles in Indy Veg Fest and Indy Hub's Indyvolved. He's a drummer, so he's chronically tapping and nodding, as drummers do. And as a devoted husband, a cat dad, and a doggy-go daddy, Drew remains ever aware of the closest lint roller, I totally get that, while dispensing a steady stream of treats to maintain household morale. Please help me welcome Drew to the stage.
Good evening. One night last October, I had what many would characterize as a mental breakdown. My simmering frustrations with my career, relationships, and above all, myself came to a boil. I distinctively remember telling my wife that I wanted to walk into oncoming traffic. I opened our back door and started walking down the driveway. Thankfully, my wife came out and basically dragged me back away from the street. As I began to breathe normally again, I calmly lied down in our yard, staring into the dark night sky. I was broken and needed help. My life depended on it. I was scared, so instead of doing the right thing, looking inward and tackling my personal demons, I decided that a simple change to my environment would fix my problems. So I quit my job. Best idea ever. Months went by and still no gig. My wife convinced me to go see a counselor. My first appointment began with my favorite small talk, me complaining about how everyone sucks at driving. My counselor looked at me and said, "You know, you're not in control of everything, right?" But the most crippling part of those discussions is that I began to realize that I didn't truly know who I was outside of a role, title, or position. So I committed myself to a new type of lifestyle, optimistic realism via emotional accuracy. And optimism is about learning people's why. Our whats change all the time, but our whys don't, as they often define our core values, our beliefs, and our true loves. So what does it look like? It's asking someone, what are you looking forward to today, instead of a general question like, how are you? Remember, vague questions get you vague answers. So how about realism? Being real is living right now because that's all that we have true control over. The present moment. An incredible way to think about the power of now is that depression is the act of worrying about too much of the past, and anxiety is the condition of being stuck in the future. So I want you to conjure your most favorite memories. For me, it's sharing my wedding vows with my wife on our wedding day. It's watching a colleague write in the sand at Normandy Beach the name of a family member lost during the D-Day invasion. It's a lonely guitar on a stand in a church, the instrument of a friend that I lost due to a drug overdose. We are most alive when we are truly aware and fully vested in the present tense. We have to embrace the emotions that come with each and every moment, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of them. So tonight, I have a very simple ask, and that is for you to be a force for optimistic realism by embracing the imperfect, beautiful condition that I like to call humanity. Thank you.
Don't delay. Get your ticket for the next Sparks event today.